Folgers. It's what's for breakfast. Anyway, it's Corey. What's happening? So, this video is going to be about a few things, but in a minute I'm going to get into some funny video clips. This guy named StephBot, if you guys don't know who he is, Stefan Molyneux or whatever his name is, this guy should be a stand-up comedian. Dude is hilarious. I'm going to show you a couple of his video clips in a minute. I don't know if you guys watched a couple of my videos back about parenting and things like that, but some of his video clips have to do with that. It's rather funny. But first of all, I want to give a shout out to a couple people who I think their channels are really awesome, and I think I'll put links to a couple of their videos below. One guy, his name is Strings Real. He had a really good video about the whole truther thing. The video I'll put below is going to be, I think it's called I Am Not a Truther, My Name is Pat. Fucking awesome video. I want you guys to check that out. Another guy I want you to check out is Organic Heed. The guy's got a really good channel. He's only got a few videos up right now. I think he might have taken a lot of them down, but really good editing, really good, just really good videos in general. And I'm going to put a link to one of his videos up about taxes below also. Really good stuff. But let's get into this Stefan Molyneux, whatever, StephBot. Comedian of the year, all right? I'm going to show you a clip right now of a speech he gave recently. Check it out.
Enough that if we set humanity free, the world can be beautiful. The world can be a paradise. The world can be utopia. We don't need the fucking guns to make the world a better place. The guns will make it worse always. We have a trust in the soul and nature of man that if we put down the guns, humanity rises. People think you put down the guns, humanity attacks. No, you put down the guns, people are liberated, they come up, they flower into beautiful, peaceful, wonderful communities. Like this, like this. So they will say, thank you for your true love of humanity, enough to trust that if you put down the weapons, everybody will be beautiful. It's true.
Hello? McFly? Anybody home? Seriously. Seriously. This guy put down the guns and everybody's beautiful. So if everybody puts down the guns, all the rapists and molesters, they go away. The corrupt cocksuckers on Wall Street and at the government, everybody's beautiful, right? Just the rapists are beautiful, the molesters are beautiful, the greedy cocksuckers on Wall Street, everybody's beautiful if you just put down the guns. All right? You first, dude, because this is how it works out. So in your little utopia, which makes no sense either, because define utopia. Your utopia might be different from my utopia, might be different from someone else's utopia. Someone's utopia might be hunting and living in the wild. So are they supposed to jump out of the bushes with a fucking buck knife and like slit a deer's throat for food, or a rabbit, or a bull? I mean, seriously, what kind of utopia are you even talking about? That's just delusional. I mean, I see where he's coming from about, maybe he just doesn't like guns, and that's one thing, but what happens in your utopia is that not everybody really becomes beautiful when the guns get put down, and then you and your little tribesmen are living in this little utopia, and this other tribe comes through with like 50 machetes and they take all your shit. So a gun is like the last line of defense. I don't think everybody that has a gun is just some evil person. A lot of people use it for self-defense or hunting, food that we eat. So unless you're just saying everyone should be a vegan or a vegetarian or something, I don't know. That's just unrealistic, and it's how this guy has that many people following or buying into the shit, it's beyond me. But all right, so now I'm going to show you a video clip of StephBot's parenting strategy, which is comical. I actually tried this yesterday and today, and the results were hilarious. But check this out, and I'll let you know how my experience went with his parenting strategy. Check it out.
I wanted to share the newest on toddler UPB statistics. My daughter, we have a a thing with her, which I guess many parents do, where she doesn't listen. Like, her strategy for not doing what she doesn't want to do is to not listen. But yeah, so her strategy is to not listen. And so what we have decided to do is simply to point out that she's not listening and to remind her that she's free to disagree. But she does have to actually acknowledge that we've spoken as parents. Anyway, so this has been going on for a couple of weeks now, where, you know, she'll will say it's time to wash your hair, or it's time for bath, or whatever, things that she may not want to do. She'll just put it into listen. We say, Isabella is not listening. Isabella is not listening. That's the statement that we make, which, you know, is reasonable and accurate. Anyway, so yesterday I was, she was in the bath with, Christina was giving her a bath, and I was just passing by in the hallway, and Isabella was talking to me, calling out to me, and I had the iPod. I was checking email or some geeky stuff like that, because, you know, it's important to keep your work going at all times. And anyway, so I turned into the bathroom, and I was sort of standing by the sink, and I was just finishing checking my email, and Isabella continued to be talking to me, but then she paused, and she looked at Mommy, and she looked at Daddy, and she said, "Dada is not listening." And boy, you can't beat that. And I was like, oh, you're absolutely right. I'm so sorry. Here we tell you that you really should listen to us, and here I am being very rude, checking my email when you're talking to me. I'm so sorry. How rude of me. I do apologize, and thank you for pointing it out.
Isabella isn't listening. Really? Okay. So I was playing with my daughter yesterday, my 1-year-old. And we have a dog, okay? And he's got a dog bowl with food in it and a water bowl, right? Well, she thinks it's funny to take his food one by one and throw it in his water bowl. So I told her, Samantha, don't do that. We don't put the dog's food in his water bowl. And she kept doing it. So I said, Samantha isn't listening. And 5 minutes later, she had put every bit of dog food in his water bowl while laughing at me like I was an idiot. So that worked out great. Then today I'm changing her diaper, right? For those of you at home that have changed diapers before know how disgusting it can be. But anyway, I got her all cleaned up, getting ready to put the diaper back on, and she thinks it's funny. Like, kids like running around naked. But so anyway, so she thinks it's funny to, when I'm trying to put the diaper on, to like push my hands away with her feet, and she laughs at it, right? So I said, hey, Daddy's got to put your diaper on. Let me put your diaper on. And she just kept doing it and kind of laughing because it was like a game. So this went on for like 5 minutes. Still couldn't get the diaper on, right? So I said, Daddy has to put this diaper on. She kept doing it. I said, Samantha isn't listening. Kept saying that over and over, right? So 5 minutes later, I looked at her and I said, hey, Samantha, Daddy's going to put this diaper on. Do you understand me? And she said, she's nodded at me like, oh shit, he means business. I put the diaper on her. Immediately she jumps up and like gives me this huge hug, and she says, cuddle, Daddy, couch? She wanted to cuddle with Daddy on the couch. So was she offended that I meant business? No. What I could have done is just let her have her way, and she would have ended up pissing all over the carpet like an animal. So if you want your kids to grow up to be animals, negotiate with them. Be a peer. When they're 2 years old, 1 year old, be their peer. Let them tell you how it's done. If my 5-year-old was telling me Daddy isn't listening, I mean, seriously, these kids are going to grow up to be tyrants. You just let them, I mean, they're going to stick their finger in an electrical outlet. Samantha isn't listening. And, oh, she's dead. I mean, come on, dude. Seriously. Is anybody home there? Anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about. But definitely check out Organic Heat and Strings Reel. They got really good channels. And you guys have a good weekend, all right? Peace.